Welcome back, Truth Seeker. If you saw my short video on why NASA paid tribute to Saturn on the first day of Saturnalia, saying Saturn's losing its rings, this story falls right in line. We just talked a lot about the number 21. One of CNN's top headlines, as well as other mainstream outlets, is the 21-year anniversary of the death of Chris Farley during the time of Saturnalia. And, of course, not by accident. So let's go over why they're paying tribute on the 21-year anniversary and not the 20th anniversary. Last year, the mainstream media skipped right over this. So why the 21-year anniversary during the time of Saturnalia? Before we get to the 21 part, I just want to remind you, anytime the mainstream media emphasizes a word in a headline, it's because there's numbers behind that word or set of words that are relevant to the story. The word sweet has a numerical value of 18, like the name Chris Farley sums to 61. 61's the 18th prime number, and here we are at the end of 2018, the 21-year anniversary of his death, which happened in 1997. So, why 21 years? Again, his death happened on the second day of Saturnalia. Saturnalia begins December 17th. He died December 18th, 1997. And notice, in Gematria, Saturn sums to 93 as well as 21. And again, 21 is the sixth triangular number, meaning if you add 1 through 6 together, it equals 21. Saturn's the sixth planet from the sun. With regards to the numerical value of 93, very special number. We say that the sun is 93 million miles from Earth. The sun is used to measure time. To the occult, Saturn is used to measure time. Saturn's the keeper of time, connected to death and judgment. When you write out December 18th, the day he died, it also sums to 93. And the numerology of December 18th, a lot of the world writes that date 18/12. The numerology of 18 is 1 plus 8 is 9. 12's numerology is 1 plus 2 equals 3. Didn't mean to write a 3 here. 12's numerology, again, breaks down to 3. So the date breaks down to 9-3, a lot like 93. And again, Saturn's 93. December 18th is 93. The difference between these values of 93 and 21 is the dark green ciphers just using the alphabetic order. S is the 19th letter, so S is worth 19. A's the first, A's worth 1. T's the 20th, U's the 21st, R's the 18th, N's the 14th. You add up those letters, it equals 93. Over here, you take the numerology of each letter. So instead of S being 19, you take the numerology of 19. 1 plus 9 is 10. 1 plus 0 is 1. So S is 1. A is 1. T, instead of being 20, is 2 plus 0 is 2. The numerology of 20 is 2. U, instead of being 21, is 2 plus 1 is 3, etc. Make each letter a single-digit number, then you add the word. That's how December 18th equals 93. So, Chris Farley died at age 33. The numerology of 33 is 3 plus 3 is 6. Again, Saturn's the sixth planet from the sun. 18 factors into 6 plus 6 plus 6. December, the 12th month. 12 factors into 6 plus 6. Again, you add 1 through 6 together, it equals 21. He's getting the 21-year tribute to his death during the time of Saturnalia. Ritual. There's a little bit more here, too. They say he died from a drug overdose. I cover this in my book. What's so interesting about him dying from an overdose on the day that he did? First, notice that when you write out December 18th with the alphabetic order, it sums to 156. Just like when you write out 33, his age of death, it's 156. The name Chris also has a gematria of 33, as in Chris Farley. From his 33rd birthday, which was February 15th, 1997, to December 18th, each year, that's a span of 307 days. Well, except for in leap years, but he didn't die in a leap year. So he died on his 307th day of his age. 307's the 63rd prime. 307, the 63rd prime drug overdose, 63, what his cause of death was blamed on. And it was just last week where I was talking about another celebrity death in relation to similar numbers. Sandra Locke, her death was announced December 13th, 2018. A date was 63 numerology. Sandra Locke, 63. Her death was announced on this day, but she had actually died November 3rd. Much earlier, she died on the 307th day of the year, did Sandra Locke. 307, the 63rd prime. The headlines talked about how she starred in so many Clint Eastwood films. The news came the day before Clint Eastwood's latest film, The Mule. Clint Eastwood, 74, like her age of death. This is what goes on in the world of celebrity and entertainment. It's ritual sacrifice by the numbers using ancient knowledge, numerology, astrology, Saturn worship, Kabbalah, etc., etc. So I will link this video to learn more about Saturn in 21, but no doubt this is why you're hearing about Chris Farley's 21-year anniversary of his death. Also, again, got a book out there, Letters and Numbers. The longest chapter in the book is over 150 pages long. Just the one chapter is. The book itself is nearly 800 pages. But the longest chapter is Murder by Numbers. Nearly every celebrity death plus more that you've ever heard of is in this chapter, including Chris Farley's death. A few other riddles in there that I did not cover in this post. As I talk about here in the part on Chris Farley's death, his name has a lot of overlap with Christianity and Christmas and Jesus and cross. And I'll remind you about one more thing in light of what we just talked about with 93. The 930th chapter of the Bible is Christianity, or it's where the Christian section begins. It's the first chapter of Matthew. The first 929 books are the Old Testament. The 930th chapter is Matthew 1:1. And what's so interesting about that is where you take the alphabetic order and multiply times 6. So A is 6, B is 12, C is 18. If you write out Christianity, it sums to 930. And again, 93 is a big number with the story of Jesus Christ. God's Son equals 93. God's Son's born in Nazareth, 93. They say the crucifixion of Jesus Christ happened between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. in the afternoon. Modern science traced Jesus Christ's crucifixion to April 3rd, the 93rd day of the modern calendar year. Also, Jesus Christ has that Gematria 43, kind of like April 3rd. Crucifix has the Gematria of 93, and there's a few more riddles. They're all covered in the book. But this number 93 represents Saturn. Saturn's big in the Bible. Saturn symbolizes Satan, the nemesis of God. These numbers aren't an accident, you know. Neither was Chris Farley's death, which absolutely wasn't an overdose. It was a ritual murder. It happens again and again in the world of entertainment. And it's always the same repetitive causes of death if you pay attention. Overdose, car accident, plane crash. Again and again. All right, Truth Seeker, we'll leave it there. Until next time.